திசையெங்கும் புகழும் சிவகங்கையும் திசையெங்கும் புகழும் சிவகங்கையும் திசையெங்கும் புகழும் சிவகங்கையும் திசையெங்கும் புகழும் சிவகங்கையும் தேவசபையும் சிவகாமி தரிசனமும் திசையெங்கணும் புகழும் சிவகங்கையும் தேவசபையும் சிவகாமி சிவகாமி தரிசனமும் சிவகாமி தரிசனமும் திசையெங்கணும் புகழும் சிவகங்கையும் தேவசபையும் சிவகாமி தரிசனமும் பசி கொடாது பாரம்பேற்கு கலக்கங்கள் பரவிட மகிழ்ந்து பாடி கொண்டு பசி கொடாது பாரம்பேற்கு கலக்கங்கள் பரவிட மகிழ்ந்து பாடி கொண்டு சந்நிதி நான் இருக்கவே பஞ்சாக்ஷர படியும் பஞ்சாக்ஷர படியும் கோடி பஞ்சாக்ஷர படியும் அந்த கரண கலக்கம் தீர்வு நீ பாடிக்கொண்டே உந்தன் சந்நிதி இருக்க ஐயா
मौला मौला मेरे मौला मौला रे मौला रे मौला 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 मौलाए कुल मौलाए कुल कर देगा तू जो एक नजर कर देगा तू जो एक नजर सारे गुनाह जाएंगे धुल मौलाए कुल मौलाए कुल मैं बेखबर तू बाखबर मैं बेखबर तू बाखबर जलवा तेरा कर देगा तू जो एक नजर कर देगा तू जो एक नजर बंद रास्ते जाएंगे खुल मौलाए कुल मौला मौलाए कुल बेरंग में हर रंग तू बेरंग में हर रंग तू तेरी मुझे है जुस्तजू तेरी मुझे है जुस्तजू कर देगा तू जो एक नजर रंग इश्क के जाएंगे घुल मौलाए कुल मौलाए कुल
commenting on the name only red color.
Namaskaram viewers, ready to answer your questions.
Describe your piece.
What I performed was Enneramum in Devagandhari Ragam, Aditalam, composed by Gopala Krishna Bharati, the famous, the legendary composer and musician, Sangha Karnataka Sangeetam. He has contributed to the wealth of Karnataka Sangeetam, and it was sung by none other than Sikil Gurucharan. Very evocatively he sang, and equally evocatively Anil Srinivasan has accompanied on piano. It's very unique in Bharatanatyam arena. So we produced a program called Light on the Path. So this particular song was our opening number. Enneramun un sannidhiyil irukka venum. I crave to be in your sanctum sanctorium all the time, praying at your feet. That is the gist of it. It expels all the miseries in you, and you dwell in my heart all the time. That's what I want. I don't want money, wealth, only I want your grace. Oh my Lord, Ponnambalatharasan, that is the Chidambaranathan Natarajan, he was the Lord of Natya. Natyam is Sampurna Yogam, and also Natyam is Bhakti Vivardhanam. So Bhakti is what we need. Like Bharatiyar said, Bhakti endru nilai vaguttane Irevan. Bhakti is the ultimate thing. So, through bhakti, there is nothing that we cannot obtain. So, this is a devotional piece with total mental discipline, devotion, and dedication.
What did you use your piece?
This is something very different kind of an experience for me. I did a piece in a song in Urdu sung by Abida Parveen, so beautifully sung. It so happened that about a few days ago or a couple of weeks ago, my son Satyajit just asked me to listen to the song, and I was so touched by it, such beautiful rendition by the musician. I just loved it, and he said, "Why don't you perform for it?" He gave me some ideas and some inputs. He said, "Don't make it very typical mudra or hasta based. Give more of feeling to the whole song." And he gave me the idea, and I just enjoyed doing the entire song. So evocative and so beautiful, just asking for the mercy of the Master, the Lord. And that's exactly what we need for the present
Nature,
time,
nature,
right?
Yes.
So
Crave
I
the-
hope
crave the grace of
Nature, Prakriti, is an ode to the Prakriti.
yes.
actually. And it so happened that suddenly this opportunity to perform came, and then we thought of
Yeah, I wanted to. Then I decided
plan
I'll do
for
this.
this.
Yes. So I enjoyed immensely, and of course I shouldn't thank my own son, but then I have to here say that he gave me an idea to experience this beautiful song.
well, asking any questions. We are ready to answer.
Somebody has asked, how do we improve Abhinaya?
Improve Abhinaya.
To improve Abhinaya, one thing is you have a complete concentration of mind and should understand the language very well, analyze the language, and also get meaning from scholars, and go deep into the aspect of the song and the word. Each word has to be very precisely analyzed and understood by the performer and dancer. And also music helps a lot. You should understand the music. Actually, Abhinayam is the music of the face. Whatever the musicians, the composer has composed very evocatively, rasa-oriented, that has to be understood properly and do it again and again and again and again. Don't get bored by one or two performances. It has to be churned, and then only the butter will come. That is, the butter is the final rendition of the Mukha Bhavam, and it communicates to the Rasikas. To understand, to make the Rasikas understand, you must have the complete control of your mind, your muscles, and your spiritual acumen. That is how we can attain that. Without that, we cannot. The actual ultimate thing is you must touch the heart of the Rasikas by your own feelings. Bhav. First you must think, and then it should communicate through your face. The face is the Uttamangam. Uttamangam in our body, this is the greatest asset that you have. Through that you can communicate in conjugation with the combination with the Raga Bhava, that is music.
Okay, so we have a question saying, one is, Bhakti Raga, 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 Bhakti Um, what were the challenges when considering choreographing to an Urdu song? Is Sufism often explored in Bharatanatyam?
I think some dancers have done earlier, for other songs. I have myself witnessed a few dancers do. Very beautifully done also. It's the experience is the same, you just go deep into the meaning, the feeling of the song, and if you can convey that, I think that's the best thing to do.
Bharatanatyam is an idiom which can communicate anything and everything, and no language barriers. If we get the feeling right, meaning and the feeling of that particular song and raga, then Bharatanatyam is very easy to, with mudras and abhinaya, even with just angika abhinaya. With the body language, you can communicate anything and everything. So it's very easy.
Please explain to us your daily routine. Repeat the question.
The question is, please explain to us about your daily routine. Oh God, that keeps changing. No, for me, we have a different routine. I am a housewife to start with, so I wake up and start doing my chores in the
Homemaker
kitchen.
you are. Homemaker.
Okay, I am a homemaker, and so I do all those things, going to the kitchen and deciding what to cook and getting everything done and cleaning and everything, and quickly get ready for classes. So it depends on the classes and when I am ready to take. So I get involved with classes, and that's about that. And by noon, I have a little rest after lunch, and then back to either writing some songs, or going through some practices of some songs, or doing some jatis, or creating some swaras, or deciding what to do. Somehow, there is a lot of activities happening. What about you?
Now, I used to have a very disciplined routine in the days before. Now it is totally different because of the lockdown and about the epidemic and all that. We are confined to the house. So I have changed my routine because I get up a little late, about 7 o'clock, and by then my wife, good wife, keeps everything ready for me to have a morning tea, and then I do a little bit of walking every day. I do that, and then after having the morning ablutions and all that, I sit in my office desk to write. I write a lot of letters to the editor. Probably you must be seeing a lot of my letters on various subjects. Presently, of course, the coronavirus, about it, what in Twitter, if you see the Twitter, you can see my remedies and things like that. And also politically, I make a lot of comments. So that I write. Some of them are published, some of them are not. Anyway, that is my routine. Then I sometimes come and sit in the class when Shanta is taking class, and I sit and make some sort of comment and some corrections. And then I am very strict with my food timings. By 12:30 I should have my lunch, and Shanta makes it ready for me to have it by 1. Then after that we have about 2 hours rest. Between 2 and 4 I don't want anybody to disturb me. And then 4 o'clock we have the tea, and after the tea again I sit and do my writing, a lot of writings, and answering letters. I get a lot of letters, but I very promptly reply everything. whatever it is, whether it's something very urgent or if even just enquiries, I am very prompt. That's why I'm called VP, very prompt in replying. Anyway. And then again I have 1 hour walk daily, and then by then I also, these days I watch this Nada Neerajanam, a very good program telecast by the Tirupati Devasthanam. Good, sometimes there are very excellent music concerts you can hear for 1.5 hours, and Natya programs are not so good. Some of them are good, some of them are not good. But and then I very fastidiously watch one channel on Amrita TV which is called Bharatam Sreshta Bharatam Mahabharatam. That is a very interesting, very informative and brilliant children answering about the Mahabharata characters, the story, and it's a very brilliant program envisaged by Bhagavad. Yes, children are children from the age of 10 to 15, they are reciting Bhagavad Gita with their meaning. And I am so enamored, and I glue down to that program. Unfortunately, there are a lot of advertisement distractions, but still I watch, and these final things are going on. And Amrita TV has done a wonderful job of educating the younger generation through our Mahabharatam and Ramayana. This is my routine. And then after night dinner, we sit. Shanta sits through watch some movies, which I don't like some movies. Unfortunately, these days I get disturbed by the violence that we see in movies. It was a good movie I watch. So and then I go through the YouTubes where the old movies are there. MKT, Tyagaraja Bhagas movies and N.S. Krishnan comedies, all that I watch. And then by 10 o'clock we are ready to go to bed. That is our routine, my routine.
All the music discourses.
Yes, all the very beautiful musical discourses in the YouTube I watch to my time pass. But this is the today's routine because of lockdown. But during our heydays when we were practicing all the time, taking class, composing, that takes our days. And of course, we used to travel a lot. That completely we have almost reduced traveling abroad and performing a lot. So that is our routine, very happy routine.
Another question is, 2 questions. One is, how do you overcome stage fear? That's one. Yeah. Next question is, when you choreograph, who contributes which part and how? So
Okay.
maybe stage fear you can talk about.
Stage fear. How do you overcome stage fear? I think stage fear is there for everybody. It doesn't matter whether you have performed for 50 years or 5 years, it doesn't matter. Every time you enter stage, there is always a little bit of that I don't know if you call it fear, but that heart goes a bit faster beating. But that's a beautiful feeling, I think. You should have that.
Not actually fear, it's a concern.
Yeah,
to
the
do
concern. There is no way of overcoming, but then after several years of performing, I think you know how to deal with this. It's not fear as such.
To a certain extent, to get rid of your fear, you should be confident. To get the confidence, you have to have constant practice. Practice maketh man perfect. When you are absolutely perfect in your doing the items, then that fear will vanish as soon as you enter the stage. and you can involve. If there is anything you are forgetting or something, you can make it up. That is the kind of practice you get by constant practice of doing same item over and again. Never get bored of any items. That's why the present generation, they want to change. That is not a good idea to get rid of this fear. Keep doing, and every time when you do, you should give a new dimension to it. That is the stage you should reach. So, as we always say, Sampurna Yogam is a Natyam, and Natyam has everything in it. So, if you concentrate and dedicate your discipline, devotion, dedication, these 3 Ds are your live wire.
Mantra.
Yes, that's the mantra. Then you don't need to fight. Another question is,
Choreograph. How
yeah.
do you split the thing?
See, we are called, I am the architect and she is the engineer. I do a lot of imagination work, imaginatory work, creative work I do, and when I try to do that choreography, Shanta takes it over and chisel that on the students and also herself. So we share it very judiciously. So I do a lot of research and get new ideas into the choreography, and that is executed by Shanta. When I say something, she will. And when we do choreography, there's a lot of things involved in choreography. Nowadays, everybody talks about this choreography very loose, in a loose term. Everybody cannot be a good choreographer. That needs a lot of dedication, a lot of in-depth learning. A lot of things. Musically you must be good. Sahityam, literature, you should be good. Says everything, mathematics, everything should be involved in when you are doing a choreography. Nowadays, people are putting 2, 3 and 3, 4, putting it together and doing some sort of adavus put together, but which is not very correlated. There should be a flow of from one step to the other. You have to add?
I think our experience is because of our connection with Kalakshetra, working under Srimati Rukmini Devi, and directly, being taught by her for all the dance productions. I have.
I want to add here, my Kathakali guru, Chandapanika Rasan, is a brilliant choreographer. He says every character, whatever character he does, it gives that dimension, that character dimension, that we have imbibed from. So here is somebody, Rukmini Devi used him maximum possible in her dance dramas.
So quite a few questions are coming in, so I'll quickly.
Yeah, okay.
One question is it okay for a male dancer to perform with a beard?
With a beard.
I am not in favor of doing it. They are asking whether a male dancer could dance with
dance?
If he's in a dance drama, they can have, but not as a Bharatanatyam solo performer. I always prefer that without the beard, because beard camouflages the expressions.
Okay. Are there any ideas or stories you have not explored but are interested in exploring? Repeat the question.
Is there any ideas that we have not explored in choreography, or is there anything that we are working on something through Bharatanatyam, a main item like Nrityopaharam, we call it in the Varnam Nrityopaharam format, the Shat Ripus, 6 enemies of human beings, to bring some philosophical message through the Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mata, Matsarya. And through the philosophy of eradicating the enemies of our mind, how we can elevate ourselves to a spiritual level. That
No, you have started to choreograph that.
yes, that is one thing we
That's
have not
one.
exploited. That is, through Natyam, we can change the minds of the people. That is one thing I am trying. But we have done even the pollution thing we have done. How we have made a lot of pollution in the world, and how we are asking the Shiva to come and take the Hala Visham, what we have made, and it had a very good impact, and people have changed their mind. Yes?
Yeah.
Ah.
What has changed after working and dancing together for so many years?
What have changed?
Any change?
I don't know. I can't answer this question.
Repeat the question.
Any change
What
in
has
us?
changed
What are the changes
after working
after working?
together for so many years?
Oh, after working and dancing together for so many years, what have we changed? There is nothing to change. We have evolved. We have learned a lot together, to be together and to understand each other, to share, not only in life, in everything, in every format of our growing.
We have brought in a lot of new ideas into the Natya system. Definitely, that's a creativity. Akritya cheshtaya chinne jatya vijnaya vastuha swayam vitarkya kartavyam Natya Shastram Budhay. We evolved, we created new mudras to go with for our Jungle Book. When we produce Jungle Book, we have to create some new animal mudras. All that that is the creation. That is the experience that we are working together. We have created a lot of new things which are added dimension to the originally existing Natya, Bharatanatyam or Kathakali.
Do you think there is a need for a new Sahitya from different genre to be included in Bharatanatyam? Repeat.
Yeah, why not?
New genre.
Different sahityas, they mean, other than what has been traditionally done. Why not? There are people who are creating new lyrics and new ideas.
Is there a need?
If there is a need,
Yes,
Is there-
why not? It is part of growing.
need. yes.
Definitely, there is, how do you call it need? It's just an experience that you want to create and you want to do something different, that's all.
There is,
See, there is
New
poets. New poets are bringing out new ideas. For instance, Kannadasan's lyrics are so beautiful, you can take that into Bharatanatyam fold. And even Vairamuthu's Sahityams there are a lot of new ideas other than Kalidasa or Valmiki or Kamban or Vyasa. There are new ideas coming into the new generation. We can adapt it to our Natya system. Bharatanatyam is so vast. Bharatanatyam, Natyam, when I say Bharatanatyam, it is Bharatanatyam. In Kathakali, there is so much to explore. New things. The Sahityas are very beautiful, and we have not explored the whole 108 Atakathas. There are so many good Sahitya, new ideas into the Atakathas. We can take it and do it newly. It is good for the new generation. That's how we evolved. Even Bharatanatyam, the repertoire, we have added new dimension to it. New repertoire has been created over the years by experience.
How do you handle the big accolades you receive?
How do you handle the new accolades? Vidya dadadi vinayam vinayat yati patratam patratva dhanam apnodi dhana dharmam tata
For
sukham.
everything in the shloka.
Yes, Shastras are so good. We see
Vidya dadati vinayam.
Vidya dadati vinayam. That's humility is the hallmark of our hallmark of life. Humility. That is whatever fame you get, you must be humble and simple. That makes you very happy. So we take it like very, it rests on all our shoulders very lightly, but we are very happy whenever we
You also
get luck.
should be ready to take criticism.
we are very open to take criticism, and we have done it, and we have appreciated many critics who have criticized us, and we have changed ourselves from after listening to the criticism or V.A.K. Rangarao or Subbudu. We have taken that into strides. Yes. Right, you have to be simple. Don't get arrogance into your mind when you get fame. Name and fame should rest on your shoulders very lightly.
Being an expensive art, how can a talented dancer from normal background get a chance?
See, recently I have published how Natyam being a very expensive profession, how the economically weaker section can get chances. It's a very bothering question. I have recently published an article in Times of India. Please try to read it, and also it is available in Nartagi and the article and I have given suggestions to the organizers to categorize giving chances to people who are using Natyam as a passion and profession. Make professionally inclined people should be given more opportunities and more remuneration. And if you read that article, that the answer will be, the question will be answered.
It's a very vast
It's a very,
subject.
yes, it's a,
in such a short time.
but I think, for instance, I have to tell, I am coming from a very economically weaker section of the poor, but I worked my way through, and through dedication and devotion and discipline, I think I have raised to this level where I have with both of us, self-made ourselves. So I think people like me can reach that level. But the dedication, that total professional attitude must be there, and don't worry, this slow and steady wins the race. We have won the race.
Question for Shantaka. I have long admired Shantaka's jatis. How does the jatis get conceived, and what does the process look like?
Can you repeat the question? They said they've admired my jatis, my rendition.
How does it get conceived, and what does the process look like to put it together?
Oh my God, it's it's a very difficult question to answer again. I've always been very interested in this, the variety of jatis and the sholas and the tala, the patterns and the kanakas as we call. This has been my passion always, and I felt very challenged when I did it. And when it is done correctly, I think you feel like there's a lot of satisfaction. And then you derive more and more enthusiasm and get into doing more ideas. It's just, and also by listening to several other artists who have done equally well. And so it's like a challenge. Yeah, you want to say?
Yeah, jatis, of course, in the initial stages, Bharata Kalanjali stages, I have been composing a lot of jatis, all the varnams and Nartyopakaram, and that is all my jatis. But when I do compose jatis, I need to have inspirations from the music of that particular. So in our compositions, you will see every varnam, the Nrityopakaram, have a different jatis, and it goes with the music also. Sahityam, whatever Sahityam is, also the character of that, the character that comes in the piece. That so a lot of hundreds of jatis I have composed, and it was said by Shanta. When Shanta recites it sounds much very, very good. That's why in the later stage nowadays she composes a lot of jatis with lot of mathematical permutations. Though she is not a mathematician, but her composition, her jati making has now enhanced the delineation, and the intonation, the correct syllables, saying the syllables with in good intonations make it more musical. That is why, of course, Shanta's rendering of jatis are very, very, very palatable.
So you have to listen to this question carefully. What is the best piece of Bharatanatyam advice you have got? The advice, if somebody has advised you, best piece of advice you have gotten from somebody about Bharatanatyam advice. You can repeat this.
Bharatanatyam, best item,
Advice.
best advice.
You have received.
Yes, I got the best advice. I would project the art and be in a shadow of the art. If you project the art, your art, very devotedly and dedicatedly, that art will project you. This is the advice that we have got from our elders. So that is how we have been.
That's a very beautiful, that
Yes.
says everything in.
Yes.
Some people wanted you to do something together. Yahi Madhava or
Is there time for that?
It's 5 minutes only. So maybe not.
Sherry, okay.
Okay, you can say,
Hmm.
I'll just do one line.
Hmm.
Yagi
Okay.
Madhava.
Okay. I become Krishna now.
I just do the last part.
Yes, okay.
Yahi Madhava, Yahi Keshava, Mavada Kaitava Vadam.
Vadasi yadi kinchidapi dantaruchi kaumudi haradidara timiram ati goram priye charu shile priye charu shile.
Okay. Okay, done?
Yeah.
Would you like to give a final message before we log out?
Very happy to share this event with all of you who are locked down, and this is the best way to spend and think about today's situation, and want to say, as I said in the messages I already gave, be clean physically, mentally and spiritually. Spiritual cleanliness is absolutely needed at this situation of this virus that is bothering the whole world. So the prayer, the Upanishad says, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. This prayer must be said over and over again, and we should pray for the welfare of the whole humanity. Let us all put our mind together to pray for the humanity. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.